Hello, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be just doing a flip through of my Scavenger Hunt Journal. This is a challenge put out by Janet M. Young. I will link her below in her Scavenger Hunt, one of her Scavenger Hunt videos. And every January she puts out a list of prompts. This year there's 100 prompts. And if you do 90 out of 100 or more before April 1st, then you are entered in a draw for a fabulous prize by her. And everybody's using the hashtag Scavenger Hunt 2024. So this year I did my hunt in a composition book. It got a little fluffy, so this is just a hairband I used to secure it. I've done past ones in 2022. I did in a composition book that I cut into a square. This year I just left it whole. 2023 I tried doing the prompts in the journal I made, but I didn't get very far. I only did a few pages, so I kind of compiled them together, and that's just sort of like a mini book. I only did 23, so but it was still fun. This year I was determined I was going to do all the prompts, so I did all the prompts. I made a little book plate for the cover because, as you can see, I still have lots of room, so I could probably do next year's and this one as well. So I put a list of the prompts here, and I'm going to keep this on the side for reference. So I didn't put down on each page what the prompts were, so I'm just going to be sort of saying some of the prompts that I remember, but there could be more than what I'm saying. So on the first page we have, I think it's use tissue, a cartoon character. I used these Scooby-Doo stickers. And then this was a some snark that Janet sent me. Pardon me, ma'am, does my lip look like a butt to you? Because she did a Butts on Thing series, which was pretty funny. A little note from Janet. Lyrics to a song. I did animal crackers. So one of the prompts was the alphabet. So 1 through 26 were each letter of the alphabet. So what I did before I started is I took out some letter stickers from the Antiquarian Sticker Book. I'll go get that. So I randomly took out alphabet stickers from these two books, and I just put them, I went page by page, and I just put them on the page. I didn't know what I was going to do for the alphabet. I didn't know what style to use. I just put them in. I ended up moving some around a little bit, but that's how I started. I think this is food packaging. It's just a picture of food packaging, but I thought it was cute. That might be reused some of your old art. That's just from a jelly printing session I did. This page is quite a few prompts. I don't think I'll remember them all. This is the last prompt I did, which was draw your breakfast. So I just stuck it in here. I think tea, fingerprint bees, botanical. This might have been for botanical as well. So there's our letter B, a book page, and I can't remember what else. So those are my little fingerprint bees. That was fun. I think I used my thumb too. This page has a lot of prompts. So favorite color, blue. Make a decorated paper clip. These are actually paper clips. This one got stuck, but so I added the stickers here to cover it. But these were altered paper clips sent to me by Anne Leclerc. So I used those in here as my decorated paper clips because I like them. And so this is my monochromatic page. It also has postage. I have this stamp here from the Netherlands. A lot of this Happy Mail was from Callicrafty Pam. Sew Something, she actually had sent me this strip of paper that she had sewn, so I used that as Sew Something. This was a piece of, well, this is a copy of a print I did, so that could also count as like reuse your art. This was snarky quote, if you want the best seat in the house, move the cat. And this was a digital drawing I had done, and then I just added the lettering. Use a stencil, so that's how I did the background here. C for cat. Can't think of anything else. And then I just added extra decorations. I reused prompts. This one was quite fun. This is Post-it note. This is a Post-it from Dee Willingham. A page of smiles. So everything in here has a smile, and vegetable stickers. So I used fruit and vegetable stickers from a sticker book. And then it looked pretty plain with just the rule behind it. So I just went through with a black Posca pen and I just added all those little dots. And I think it really, you know, jazzed it up a lot. This is Fib Art. So this was an original piece sent to me by Terry Brett in 2023. And I was going to use it in my last year's scavenger hunt, but then I never finished it. So I saved it and put it in here. D for duck. And I just like this little sticker of that cat in a donut cat. Washi tape. Here's washi tape. I use washi tape several places. Use an envelope. This is an envelope made by Teresa Peterman. This is a greeting card from PM Artist Studios. I won this in a giveaway during one of their Christmas streams. So I just keep it in there. And I wrote down in here. And then some more washi tape to cover that up. I used, one of the prompts was patterned paper. I used a lot of patterned paper just to kind of cover up some of the rules, like the lines. More washi tape. E for envelope. F for floral mosaic. So botanical, again, pattern paper. This is my mosaic. I just had a, like, I don't know what size it is, 6x6 piece of pattern paper that looked like these tiles. So I just cut them apart and then I glued them on here. So that's my mosaic. That was pretty, I kept it pretty simple. I tried to keep a lot of these very simple. Stained glass. So this is a picture from a stained glass book. And then I just inked the edges and drew like a little border here to kind of tie it together. That's cute. Junk mail. I had this door from an insurance company that came in the mail. So that's my junk mail. And then I took some of the letters from going forward. So G, H, I, J, K. And I stuck them all on this page. So knock, knock, kangaroo, I for inquisitive cat. This was also from junk mail. I just like this goat on here. I thought he was funny. I thought he was like eating the junk mail. And then this is a J actually, so lots of fun. This is my wish list. So I did this for the letter L, and then I just added a few other letters to complete the word list. So I just printed out some of the things that were in my Amazon wish list, and then I glued them on here. M, button, use twine. Treasure map. So this is interesting because I'm going to take this out. We'll come back to that. So this was actually a 12 by 12 piece of scrapbook paper that I found in my stash. And what's interesting to me is I had written these different things here. The Rezar, Black Island, Full of Monkeys Island, Treasure Skull Island, The Chasing Spearman, Sand Island, Pyramid Island, Raging Seas. And I remember this was something that I did with my sons. So they, I don't know if it's from parts of the Caribbean or what, but we kind of worked on this together and we colored it, and I think they'd made up a story about it. So I found that, and that was just such a wonderful little memory. So that's my treasure map. And I just did a fold so that I could fit it in here, kind of almost like an envelope. So it kind of makes a pocket. And then the back was white. So one of the prompts was it coffee stain or tea stain? Yeah, coffee stain. So I used just some distress inks to coffee stain this and made it look kind of old and yummy and crinkly. And that was really, really fun. I think it was from 2009 that we had done this little project. And a map, that's a map page. And then secret message was, I love being a mother of boys. So that's not so secret, but I just thought it was cute to tuck that in there. One of the prompts was a photo. So I had this photo of a pirate ship. So this was in 2009, around the time we did this. And this was when we were in Puerto Vallarta. And they have this pirate ship cruise you can do, which we did. And from our hotel, we could also see it going out every night. So that's just a really special memory for me. And then I had meant to do a tag, but then I glued the picture on the other side upside down. So instead of making it a full-size tag, I made it a half-size tag, so that you could open it either way. So you can open it like this, or you can open it like that. So here, my kids with their piratology book and the little swords, and then building a pirate ship out of like just leftover things with my husband. So that's just really good memories. So that's what I wrote here. M is for memories, maps, and message. So this page is really special to me. That was fun. I just glued this button on with, I don't know what, I think a glue dot, because I didn't want to sew it. All right, next page we have scrape paint. So I made these scraped cats that I saw Barb Owen do one day, and she said she didn't make it up, she'd seen it somewhere, but I did it because I saw her doing it. And then I also scraped coordinating colors on the pages, and then I put gesso on top to knock it back a bit. And then I did the paint scraping. And this is just with acrylic paint that I just put a little bit at the top. You take a card or something and you scrape it down. This was a doodle border, the letter N for neurographic. So I had this page that I'd won in a giveaway from Dee Dee Willingham, the background, and it's a reverse coloring book. So I just did a neurographic doodle on top of that, cut it out, and then I glued it on top. And I think I used this to choose the colors for everything else. So I did this first, and then I decided it's going to go on the end page, and then I did the paint scraping, added paint scraping. So it just kind of like, I don't have a big plan. It just kind of, and I don't go in order. Like I went back and forth depending on, you know, what grabbed me. So for example, this page is collage. Use a paper towel. So this is some paper towel I had just left over from spraying stuff. And then I put it on the page that had O and P because I thought O for observer and P for polar bear and penguin. And I just love the colors of it. Just very simple collage. Here I made a pocket, but I never used that pocket. It also has a pocket here. So Q for quilt. This was from a quilting magazine. One of the prompts was paper bag and art supply packaging. So I kind of doubled that up. And then one of the prompts was, I think, smack and drag, where I just used the inks. I used inks on a page and I just kind of like smushed the bag to colorize the page. And I could put something else in here, but I haven't. So I thought that was fun. R was for, I put robot, but the prompt is monsters. So this was a digital piece, digital art I did based on one of Janet Young's monsters that she had done. Hers was like a dinosaur monster, but I turned mine into a robot. I don't think hers was a robot. Or maybe it was, I can't remember. One of the prompts is make a border, so I did a lot of borders. This was using one of the hand carved stamps that I had made. And I just kind of inked the background just to push the lines back. This is something from the trash. So this is an inky, blotty baby wipe I had. I think one of the prompts is also splatterized paint. Let me see. Yeah, ink, paint, spots. So that's what this is from. And then this napkin, that's a Jane Davenport napkin, also has paint splotches. One of the prompts was swatch, so S for swatch. And this is also a Jane Davenport napkin that I put on there because it was already swatches. Use an item, an unused item, like unused art product. So I had this stamp set of these tubes of paint and paintbrushes that I hadn't used yet. So I stamped them, and then one of the prompts is use watercolor. So I used watercolor to colorize them, and then I glued them on here. So it's a very simple page, but it's just fun. It's a fun activity. It's a good warm-up activity too before you're doing any of your other art, just to do a couple pages. Page of gratitude. So I had a T and a U left over, so I thought, well, I could do thank you. So I did thank you, Janet, for this fun scavenger hunt. And then I did a washi tape border. I did a little flower border that I just drew here. And this is a little owl that I won in a D.D. Willingham giveaway. And then I put this little washi bird on there. Vintage. So this is a vintage piece from is it a Chatelaine magazine? Yes, Chatelaine magazine from 1966. So this is older than me. So I did this, I just thought it was funny. Velveeta Dutch children thrive on it, so can yours. And one of the prompts is a recipe card. So this had a recipe card on it. So I thought that was fun. I just folded it to fit in here. And then you unfold it, and one of the prompts is something medical. So I used an ad from the same magazine for milk of magnesia is an all-family laxative, and this was the little drawing that went with this advertisement. So it just kind of made me giggle. And then more washi tape. Washi tape is very general, all-purpose. Use a napkin. So this is actually 3 layers of napkins. There's one that has like XOXO love all over it. There's one that had shoes and lipsticks and perfume, but it was a bit too bright. So then I put this Jane Davenport Faces napkin over top of it, and it just kind of melded all the layers together. Valentine was the prompt, so I did a page with some washi tape. I did doodles. V for Valentine's also has botanical. I think put a bird on it was one of the prompts. I just put the sticker because it went with it. This is an acetate thing. And then here I have a W and an X, and it doesn't really mean anything other than I had to use the letters. So this has several prompts in it. So again, border, use bubble wrap. I used a heart bubble wrap. ATCs and postage. This was from a postage swap that I did with Janet Young back in 2021. So this is Janet's. This was CB's. And this was Starla Arts. Yeah, Starla. So I thought I'd make a little pocket for those to live in, so I can enjoy them more. And then a t-shirt saying I had this piece of junk mail. It said, just what you always wanted. I thought that would be a good t-shirt saying. Candy wrapper. So I took a Lindor chocolate and I trimmed it and I glued it on here. And then I just kind of embossed on it using a stylus to make a little pattern. I don't know if you can see that. This is receipts. So when you use, when you get a receipt, they're actually thermal. So I saw Zandra Scraps to Beauty once. She put like a die on, I don't remember if it's on top or below it. I think it is a few different ways. And then use a heat gun. And then where the die is, the metal die is, it has a different temperature, so you get a pattern. So I used that to make this pattern. This might have been doodle. So I put it onto a brayer off page, and then I just doodled to make those into flowers. So you can see there's lots of duplications. I just noticed the rubber stamp. I've used rubber stamps several times. For example, like that border I did here, that's a rubber stamp that I made myself. This is coloring page. It's also the letter Y. I won this in a giveaway from D.D. Willingham, so I finally colored it. And I just did a really simple color scheme with alcohol markers, and then colored pencils, and then a bit of gold jelly roll pen, and then more washi tape. And then for Z, I used, this is fabric or piece of clothing. It was piece of clothing. This was actually from the cuff of a shirt of one of my mom's shirts that she was going to get rid of. So I liked the pattern, so I kept it, and I just cut the cuff off and put it here. There's another button. And then I found this, I think this went with the tea bag that was at the beginning. This here. So I found that tea bag that I had used, and I just attached that into the buttonholes here. This is more fib art. This is from Zandra, and Zandra, Z for Zandra, and I just love her tags. And yeah, so I mean, I didn't say all the prompts, but you know, you get the idea. So you just can combine things. Did I mention there's more washi tape? So you just combine things, and I would just, what I did is as I did them, I just highlighted what I had done. So I didn't write what page it was on. I just thought, well, I'm just gonna put it in there. I think I got most of it. So thank you for checking out my flip through of my scavenger hunt book for 2024. And then for 2025, I plan to continue in this book. I gave you a little mini flip through of this book. I do have a flip through of my 2020 scavenger hunt book way back, like in that year, in my YouTube channel. 2022, I definitely didn't do all the prompts. On this one, I wrote down what page the prompt was on, which is kind of handy, and I color coded it. I don't know if I ever did a flip through of this one. I might have. So here's a mini flip through. So I didn't do very many. So this year I was determined that I would finish it, and I did it. Woohoo! All right, thanks for watching. Have a great day and have fun creating. Bye-bye.